Hey guys, this is Chodaros, and today's tutorial will be on this really cool, simple bracelet called the Flowering Climber. This bracelet was created by no other than Suzanne HB. Crazy just might work. So it is, like I said, super simple, and it just leaves a mark. So this variation, I started out with a little bit of bling, so they're just little, I think they're called dotted rondelle spacer beads. I'll have the link down below, but was just trying it out. But tutorials for creations, or I do not do bling unless it is requested, so this bracelet was just done in the original form. I used all limited edition bands on this one in particular. It is the neon orange, purple, and then the pearl white bands. And for this you just need bands, a hook, and a C-clip. So let's get our supplies. I'm going to use the yellow from the new Sweets collection and the green Sweets, and for the flowering part is the hot pink limited edition bands, and all can be found on rainbowloom.com. Alright, so how you start it is how you loom it. Super simple bracelet. So you're going to take a band and you're going to wrap it around your hook as so. That is our clipping band, our cap band for the end. And then we're going to take another band, which I'm going to use. So the two colors that I'm using now are going to be for what I'm going to call the stem, which in this case is the purple and orange. So we're going to pull that cap band over on top of the yellow band here, close it back up like this. Now whatever color you'd like to use for your flowering, we're going to call it the flowering band, which in my case here is the white one. That's the next color in line. So you're going to take that band and you're going to form a cap band again. So just take your band, twist it, and put it back up on your hook. Just a regular cap band. Okay? And you're going to want to take that cap band like this and hold it tight, and you're going to take the first loop next to the hook over onto that cap band like this, and then you're going to place the other end that's in your hand back up onto the hook of that cap band. So you'll have two bands going back up like that. Okay? Once that cap band is loomed back up, or is placed back on your hook, in order for us to grab the correct bands, we need to turn this cap band to a side. Okay, so I'm going to turn it towards the back and expose the back underside towards you. And that way I can show you there is this yellow band, a band inside the cap band, and two other bands on your hook. So you have a total of 3 bands right there. What we want to do is grab our first color band that we used, and we want to take those 3 bands there, which our cap band is facing away from us, and we want to stick those 3 bands onto this new band. And it is a little bit tight with the first one to grab. There we go. So I have my band with all 3 of those loops on top, and then I'm going to close it up like that. Okay, so I'm going to grab my cap band, and this is what you should have. So that cap band that we put on our hook is facing away, and here is our first band we used, our cap band, the next band in line, so the left side of it is on the 3rd band, the right side of it is inside that cap band like that. Okay, there are 2 ways that you can make this bracelet. One is to continue the way it is, and all of your cap bands that are loomed in the design will be on one side of the bracelet. And the other way, which I'm going to do today, is turning your bracelet around and making your flowering parts of your bracelet on a zigzag. So if I had my flower done on the right side, now the next one I want to do, it will be the opposite because we turned it. Alright, so we want to take our next color, so in my case it's yellow, and I want to put both bands that are on my hook through and close it up. Okay, this is when you want to add your flowering band. So you want to take it, twist it, make it a cap band. You want to grab both loops of that cap band and then pull the first loop next to the hook on top, slide it down a bit, and the band that we slid on top goes under your hook, and the other side of the cap band goes back up on top onto your hook like that. So we want to turn this cap band to the back so the under is facing us so we can see the 3 bands, and then we want to take our first color and we want to capture those 3 bands on top. So the first one's a little bit tight, get that one, the second one, and the third one, and then place the other end back up on our hook. So you can see the zigzag. Turn it around. So it is the exact same as this one. So we want to, if you want to do the zigzag, you want to turn your design around and do it all over again. Place the 2 bands on your hook on a new band, close it up, grab your flowering color band, double it, grab both ends of your doubled band or cap band, place the first loop on your hook on top of that cap band, slide it down, place the other side of the cap band on your hook like that. Now we want to turn this to the back so we can see the 3 bands under. Take your next color and place all 3 bands on top and close it up. Like that. So I'm going to turn it. Take another colored band. Slide all the bands on top. Take my flowering band, cap it, hold both ends of that cap, slide the first band over, place the other end of the cap band on the hook, turn it to the back so I can see all 3 loops, and then grab another band, placing all 3 of those loops on top. Super simple, but tasteful. It's really neat. Turn it around, grab the next color, slide it through both bands. Flowering band capped, grabbing both ends, grabbing the first loop over top, placing the other side of the cap on hook, turning it to the back. Another band to capture all 3 of those loops and close it up. And turn our design and do it all over again. I think you guys have a clue on how to make this now. I'll do a few more with you. The only thing you have to pay a bit of attention to, at least I know for myself, is remembering to turn it. Sometimes it's easy to forget, and it's not an issue, because the way I look at it is that any flower is not perfect. So you may find a flower that may have maybe a couple flowers on one side and 1 or 2 on the other. But if you choose to have it uniform, then you would just take some of your bands off and fix it. So this bracelet does not take a ton of bands. It does not take a ton of hook-only looming experience. And it's fun to make. We like fun bracelets. I believe this might be the first bracelet to place a cap band back up on your hook. I think maybe the first one I've ever done. Okay, so right there, I forgot to turn it, but I'm not too late, so I put the second band in, but I can still take it off my hook and turn it. As long as you do it before you complete the cap band here, you're good. I did try this with some Bling jump rings, because my first thought was cap bands, you can usually replace them with a spacer bead or a jump ring of such. It just wasn't, I wasn't feeling it. I like this the way it is, out of respect for the name. I would, if I were to add Bling to this one again, I would add leaf beads. Actually, I'll show you quickly. Sorry, I was not prepared to show that, but take 2 seconds. These are the ones that I used for my Napa Valley bracelet. They can be found at Hobby Lobby, hobbylobby.com. And these 2 right here are actually found at Michael's. So they are just, they come on a string. And like I said, because of the name of the bracelet, what I would do is on this second band, which in my case it's yellow. That's the band that I would use the leaves on. I think that would look really, really nice. Okay. In fact, it makes me want to start over and add them. I bet you before I post, I'll have one done like that. I think it would look really, really pretty. This is really making me want to enjoy spring. It's making me smile. Lots of cold weather recently. So there you have the Flowering Climber bracelet. Named well, designed well, looms well. Don't forget to hashtag your renditions to @crazyjustmightwork and Chodaros _bling. Look at that. Do you see when I talk to you? I messed that up. Anyway, hashtags can be done on Instagram. Suzanne also has a YouTube channel, so make sure you check her out. Give her a follow she has a million great designs on her own channel. And have fun. It's a cool bracelet. See what you can come up with, and we love to see. So until next time, bye.